everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and welcome to today's video. Today I just want to get ready with you guys, so I want you to get ready with me if you want to. Get your makeup and stuff out, and you don't have to actually do the same thing I'm doing, but you know, we can use our makeup together. So today it's been requested that I use this Honey palette from ColourPop. My Sunday night skin treats from last week. The ladies wanted to see this on me. I do not wear yellows, y'all. And this came in a mystery box. So I'm going to do my best to do a yellow look. I may have to incorporate another brown in here. I know that sounds like I'm cheating, but I may just have to do it. But anyway, right now we're going to work on the complexion. I'll tell you, I've been enjoying this BB Plus Illuminator from Gerard Cosmetics. It's kind of got a red tint, and I've been mixing it with my Perlice Youth Glow Vitamin C CC Cream with SPF 50, which I'm running low on this, but I like it so much, and it's great for those summer days when you just don't want to wear a lot of powder. So anyway, I just put a nice big pump right here on my hand, and I'm going to mix it with about the same size dollop of foundation, and I'm just going to mix it right here with my finger on my hand, and then I'm going to dab it on my face, and then I'll stipple it in with a brush, and then if I need to I can use you know, a sponge afterwards, which sometimes I do that. But this foundation right here, this CC cream, is just wonderful for aging skin. You don't have to, I mean, it sets down so nice, and there's a lot of times I just use powder like underneath my eyes and my nose, you know, the T-zone area. So I'm just, it's a wonderful color for me. This is in I want to say light fair. Anyway, it's got vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. It's light is what it says, which is kind of a neutral shade. And so this Gerard Cosmetics Illuminator, the redness that's in it kind of warms things up a little bit, and but it doesn't really change the color of the CC cream. It just kind of warms it up just a tad bit. And so anyway, but I usually have a little bit of redness in my skin anyway. I'm kind of a ruddy complected person, and I've got freckles, but the undertones on my skin are pretty neutral. And I try to stay away from foundations that look yellow, which most warm foundations do that. You know, they have a lot of yellow in them. And some neutral ones will even oxidize down yellow as well. So I just like applying this foundation with a brush. This CC cream, I like putting it on with a brush, and then I can pounce it in, you know, with the sponge, and then use a concealer. I need to wash this brush. Let me just set it right there to remind me. Okay, and I'm just going in with a dry sponge. I'm just using the fat end, and we're just gonna pounce this in. And I like full coverage pretty much, even though I really don't need full coverage. I just like it because it covers up freckles, and it gives me that, you know, that clean canvas look that I really like. But it's not like I have a bunch of complexion problems like acne scars or anything like that. So I really don't need full coverage, but I like it. And some of you may be the same way. You'll have to let me know down in the comments if that's how you are. You like full coverage, medium to full coverage. And that's one thing about the Perlice and the Yensa products. They are pretty medium to full coverage, and they are buildable too. You can build it up definitely to full coverage. So even just one little pump with the illuminator, you can see the glow that's on my skin. It's just a beautiful product. I really like that product from Gerard Cosmetics. I got it in my BoxyCharm last month, and I didn't think I was gonna like it because I applied it by itself, and then I had the idea to mix it with my foundation. And so anyway, I've been trying it with different foundations. Okay, so that's that. Now I want to try this Yensa Super Serum Silk Concealer. This is in the shade Light. I like light concealers. And I need concealers that are going to brighten the under eye. And sometimes I use concealer to kind of highlight my nose and, you know, other areas of my face, like the center of my forehead and, you know, the Cupid's bow and the chin and stuff. But today I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to do this routine right here and show this part on film, and then I'm going to actually show my, you know, eye makeup application with those yellows. And I probably wouldn't be doing a monochromatic yellow look, but since it was requested, you know, there were like 3 ladies that wanted to see it. Trying to get that inner corner really good. And then I can cover my eyelid itself with the eyeshadow primer. So I'm just using whatever's left to kind of go around my nose a little bit. Whatever's left on the sponge. So this concealer's okay. It's not my favorite one from them. My favorite that I've used from them so far is this Skin on Skin BC concealer. It's a full coverage BB plus CC concealer, and it's a really pretty product. It sits really well on the skin, and it's not cakey. Even though the Super Serum concealer, you think it's going to be really hydrating, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't seem like it's as hydrating as this one. So maybe I just like a more full coverage. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to use this on top of what I just laid down. Just right here in this part where I have the darkest part of my circles. The purple, you know, see how that brightens everything up? It just looks so nice. I really like this product. Okay. Okay, now I am going to use a little powder today. I'm going to go in with this one from By Terry. And it's a hyaluronic hydra powder, and it's super bright, super white. And I'm just gonna take my sponge and just roll it through there, and then we're gonna just kind of not really bake, but just get that area pretty good. Because I've got foundation and 2 layers of concealer there. And then with what's left, I'm just going to go right here on the forehead where I've got fine lines. And that's a good thing about this powder, is that it just makes all of that disappear. This really smooths out the skin. It's beautiful. And I got this in a subscription box. And it's one of those products that you know that you're going to want to rebuy, you know, repurchase. Okay, so let me get a brush, and we're going to brush away the excess. And we're just going to leave that under eye area really bright. Because I really like that look. I just think it looks so nice. Okay, I am going to go off camera and do my brows and put on some eyeshadow primer and bronzer and blush and all that jazz, and I will be back and we'll do this eye look. Okay, y'all, I'm back, and I put on some blush and bronzer, and I set everything down. I did my brows, and now I'm ready to get into this palette. It does have a mirror, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to leave the cover on it for right now. And I'm going to go in with a transition color right here. It's called Buzzkill. And we're going to start with this brownish yellow and put that in the crease. Oh yeah, I can live with this. Y'all, I am not a yellow person, but I am getting out of my box. I'm jumping out of the box, y'all. Here lately, I did a really pretty look with some pinks and purples for the Singles Cruise collab. And I'm really excited about that that look. I used a white eyeliner, and I was definitely, you know, I used some glitter stuff, and I was definitely out of the norm of what I normally do. The norm of what I normally do. That sounds kind of funny. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. I was definitely doing something different there. That's pretty. That's a pretty yellowish brown. All right, let's do the other eye. But anyway, I just did that look like a week ago, so I can link it up in the cards for you guys and save you the hassle of trying to find it. But you got to see that look. It was so much fun. I used some colourpop stuff, and I used some stuff from Charmacy, and the white eyeliner came from Lumbrella, and it was a bunch of singles type, you know, glittery shadows, and I used a liquid eyeshadow from About Face, a matte. It was fun. I'm gonna do some more stuff like that too. We're going to switch things up. We're going to shake things up just a little bit more on this eye. And this is for all the yellow lovers in my life. You know, my birthstone's the yellow topaz for November. And I think that they've changed it to citrine. But anyway, the old, you know, the old former way of doing things with birthstones, I had the yellow topaz. And it never was really my favorite precious stone or semi-precious stone. And I always wished I had like the blue topaz, or, you know, we always want what we aren't supposed to have, don't we? Okay, now Someone requested that I use the brightest yellow in the palette. Oh my gosh, look at that thing, y'all. It's like a lemon. And it's called Sweet Spot. So I'm going to be brave. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to use a flat brush. And I'm going to lay that on the lid. It doesn't look as light or bright and lemony on the lid as it does in the pan. It's kind of a macaroni and cheese yellow. Anyway, I'm going to try to pack it on there pretty good. That way you can see it. And I'm going to build it up. Just to show you that I'm not afraid. It's only makeup, right? And that's the wonderful thing about makeup, is it's like when you're painting something, you know, and you don't like it. You know, I mean, you've done it, but it's not like some kind of permanent fixture thing, you know. You can just wash it off and try again. Okay. That's pretty bright. I think I've fulfilled my bright obligation. Okay, now I just want to kind of go in underneath the lash line, and I want to do something just a little bit different here. Let me use this one right here. It's called Totally Buggin', down here in this corner for underneath the lash line. It's like a mustard kind of yellow. Not sure if it's going to work. You know, some colors that just don't really look good underneath the lash line. And I'm using this like precision brush from Complex Culture. When you get this on the eye, it's similar to the one that's on the lid, believe it or not. It's not really my best look. I think eyeliner and lashes and mascara will help me feel a lot better about this look. Okay. Now we need some kind of shimmer. Let me see what I can do here. I don't want to use that pressed glitter. It's just too much. Look how shiny that is though. Oh my gosh. So let me use this pretty one here called Dandy. And I'm just gonna put it on with my finger. It's pretty gold. And I'm just gonna go. Oh yeah. Now we're popping. That's one thing about using a matte underneath a shimmer like this, is it's gonna make it pop. And I'm just trying to take it over to that inner corner pretty good. Not the tear duct area, but you know. This is really soft and buttery. This shade is. And it really makes that yellow pop. How fun is this? Okay. Now let's see. I think I want to use that brush that I used at the first and just do a little blend-a-roo here. And just smooth that out a little bit. And it seems like I got a bare spot right there, so let me just doctor that up. I am so tempted, y'all, to find a darker brown for that outer corner, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Okay, now I'm going to take that flat brush and I'm going to dip down into this gold right here. It's called Sunhurst. It's like a duochrome. It's got a bit of a green kind of sheen to it, and I just want to tap into that a little bit and see what I can do here underneath the brow bone. And I hope I'm not going to ruin this. But this shadow right here is so pretty. Look at that. You're talking about popping. It definitely lifts the brow. This would be pretty even with a green shadow. This one right here. Okay. Now with that same brush, I'm gonna use this other shimmer. It's called Queen Bee, right there. And I'm just gonna do the outer corner of the lower lash line, just to give that some dimension. A little bit, just a little bit more. Sometimes certain colors can make you look like you're, you know, about halfway sick. I don't know if I helped that or hurt it. I don't see really that much difference. Anyway, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. I use, let's see, well, how many did I use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 6. I used this bright one too. So 6 out of 9. Not bad. Okay, y'all, I am going to go do the lash thing, and then we'll come back and we'll do lips. And I will chat with you for just another minute. Be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I put on some eyeliner. I got this really fun one here. It's from Trace Loose Beauty, and the shade of it is called Grounded, and it's kind of like a shimmery greenish bronze. And I used that all in the waterline and extended the inner corner of my eye with it. Then I added a big old pair of fluffy lashes, and now I'm going to go in with lips, and we're going to do a bold lip. I'm going to use this ColourPop Snitchery collab combo here. This is a really pretty bright red, a dark deep red, and I'm not sure of this. Sold My Soul is the name of the lip liner. Anyway, it was a kit. It came together as a kit. So let's try this out, y'all, and see what this looks like. And try to get through this video. My battery's running low. So creamy. So easy. Okay, there's that. And now let's do the lippy. This is one of those lippies that goes up like this. Make a statement with this red. Alright y'all, there's my husband. He's pulling up from work, and I'll take some pictures and then let y'all see at the end of the video. And I appreciate you watching today. So much fun. This is called Honey. And I thank you very much. So give me a thumbs up on the video, please. And I love y'all. God bless you today is my prayer. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.